Howdy folks, and welcome to part 17 of Pokemon Red version. So, we're now in one of the most infamous towns in all of the Pokemon history, Lavender Town. The spooky town of the dead in the Pokemon universe world. This place is by far the darkest place. Like, as you talk to people, it's by far the darkest place that I have ever seen a Pokemon game get to. Like, what I mean is, they're always talking about ghosts. They're talking about dead Pokemon. Pokemon that have actually died, not fainted, like this. This Cubone's mother thing. The Cubone's mother died trying to escape from Team Rocket. Team Rocket killed a Cubone's mother. It's the darkest tone and the darkest place in all of the Pokemon universe. It's really dark. This town is known as the gravesite of Pokemon. Memorial services are held in Pokemon Tower. That's odd. Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? I'm wondering what this actually has to do with anything. Why did they even put that there? You know, the whole monthly application prize coupon thingy-majiggy. Guapa! Oh, good lord. Psyduck kills me. And this is the creepiest little girl ever. Ha ha ha, I guess not. That white hand on your shoulder. It's not real. Huh, bejeebus. Creepiest girl in this game. So, that's actually a little bit of something that is referred to as spooky pasta, I believe. And yeah, I'm gonna put a link to a video that is all about this town and all about all the bullshit kind of ghost stories that people have made up for this town. Like the one about the music making people commit suicide, that's bullshit. I mean, the common sense, that's bullshit. But anyway, my point is that there's a lot of really fun, like, ghost story type things. So if you like that, hopefully you'll like the video I put the link to. Anyway, I buy some potions because, Rock Tunnel was frickin' tough, man. Right? Don't I buy Super? I guess I buy Great Balls. I don't know why. I guess I thought, screw the Super Potions. You don't need those. You just got your ass handed to you, but whatever. Anyway, though, this is Lavender Tower, or Pokemon Tower. I came to pray for my Clefairy. I can't stop crying. Aw, that's sad. Thank you. My Growlithe, why did you die? Aw, see, it's just such a dark tone for a Pokemon game. Pokemon's usually pretty happy and smiley, for the most part, but this is a dark-ass place. And it's filled with all kinds of creepy people. So, we're gonna go ahead and make our way up the tower. Oh, shit! That's blue up there, if you couldn't tell, and it doesn't look like we can get around him this way. Well, maybe we can sneak past him, because, you know, we can do that with other trainers. So, let's go ahead and let's try and sneak... Ah, shit. Hey, Red, what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. Let's go, pal! That actually, it kind of implies that he's there because one of his Pokemon died or something. I don't know. But anyway, this is another rematch with Blue. For frick's sake, how many times do we have to battle this bastard before he gets the hint? So his Pidgeotto's a little bit tougher, like a little bit higher in level than it was last time. It's actually quite a bit higher. So be prepared for that. It still has the same exact moves that it had last time, so you're not in for any surprises with Pidgeotto, just a tougher Pidgeotto. So we're going to go ahead and put out Golbat and go with the standard strategy of, you know, confusion and bite. It's been working this whole game, so why not, right? Oh, I love it when that happens. I say that all the time, but I love it when that happens. They hurt themselves in confusion. So much fun. So satisfying. Anyway, with Pidgeotto now down, as of now, that brings us into... Holy shit. That brings us into frickin' Gyarados. Gyarados, it's a giant sea serpent Pokemon. It's a sea dragon. It is extremely strong, and it is the evolved form of Magikarp. It is the evolved form of Magikarp. And what's more, Blue's Gyarados is cheating because it knows an attack that it can't possibly know yet, as far as I'm aware. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I am not. And I'm not talking about Bite. It does learn Bite at level 20 when it evolves. I'm talking about the move it's going to do next. At least I believe it's next. Gyarados is incredibly strong. It is probably the toughest Pokemon right now that Blue has. It is a water type, as Magikarp is. And what's more, it knows Hydro Pump, the hardest hitting water attack in this game. It's not the best water attack, but it is the hardest hitting. There's no way that Gyarados can know Hydro Pump yet. There's just no way. Fortunately, it finished itself off before it could take out Golbat, but seriously, watch out for the Hydro Pump. It shouldn't know that yet. That's way too strong of a move for right now, and it's also, there's no realistic way Gyarados could know that. Anyway, this brings us into his Growlithe, another new addition to his Pokemon. He's updated his team roster a bit, and it's looking a lot tougher. But fortunately, Growlithe is a Fire-type Pokemon, so we got this part in the bag, man. Still frickin' love it. I love Bubble Beam to death. Anyway, though, that takes us into his Kadabra, which the AI is still broken for Kadabra. It's gonna try and teleport again at some point. I can't remember if it ever actually attacks Wartortle or not. I think it does. I screw up and use Bubble Beam. You don't want to use special attacks against Kadabra. I've probably mentioned this already, but Kadabra's an entirely special-based Pokemon, which means special attacks aren't going to hurt it very much. You're going to want to use physical attacks. Or, you know, awesome moves like Seismic Toss. I freaking love it. But there it goes. It tried to teleport. I droned on about this quite a bit in Part 13, but the AI is broken. Like, in a sense, it's broken, and it's not the best. But, whatever. That takes us into Ivysaur. Once again, I still consider Ivysaur his weakest Pokemon. I know, it's crazy. I consider it weaker than Growlithe just because Growlithe is better at fighting other types than Ivysaur is. Although his Ivysaur is kicking Wartortle's ass, isn't it? So maybe I shouldn't say that it is his weakest Pokemon, but seriously, it's nothing new about him. Nothing new about Ivysaur, so it and Pidgeotto, definitely the easiest ones, and probably Kadabra just because the AI is broken. What, you stinker? Oh, bejeebus, he called us a stinker. I am super insulted and offended by that. I can't believe he called us a stinker. Oh, good lord, that was great. Anywho, though, I go and heal after the battle with Blue. So, now that we're healed, we're going to continue our way up Lavender Tower, or Pokemon Tower, rather. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A slice scope may be able to unmask them. Well, we'll find out at some point in the future. Anyway, this is where things actually get a little bit tough. You don't have to do this tower yet, and I'd actually recommend putting it off because the trainers in here are surprisingly frustrating and kind of tough. They all use Ghost-type Pokemon, which limits them to 3 Pokemon, technically, although they only have 2 different Pokemon. And Ghost-type Pokemon, while they are not actually, as a type, they're not super great, these Ghastly, they know Nightshade and Confuse Ray, and they're super freaking fast. Normal type attacks will not affect them at all. They don't hit them, which is very frustrating, especially since Machop was out. They are weak against psychic type attacks, though, which is why I brought out Drowsy, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it happens. Maybe it's the next battle. Yeah, it's the next battle. Drowsy does actually manage to beat this one. The thing is that Ghastly is Ghost/Poison, and Poison is weak against Psychic. So, Drowsy's able to take out Ghastly. Technically, Ghost-type moves are supposed to be super effective against Psychic. However, though, Nightshade is a move identical to Seismic Toss. It only does the same amount of damage as what the Pokemon's level is that is using it. So, in a sense, there's nothing to worry about, but in another way, that means that it's always going to be hitting for decent damage. And so that ends up being trouble, what with how many of these things there are in here. Seriously, I switch over to Drowsy. I'm pretty sure this is it. At least I think it is. Evidently, Lick does not affect Drowsy. I don't know what type Lick is. Maybe Ghost moves just don't affect Psychic Pokemon in this game, because Lick is supposed to be a Psychic type attack, at least in later games. But yeah, these guys are actually relatively tough. They have Confuse Ray, which is freaking fantastic. I love it, except for when it's being used on me. So yeah, you want to either take your time or else put this off till later, because you don't have to do it yet. And these people are really freaking creepy, seriously. And I mean seriously. Like I said, this is the darkest... What the hell is that? Oh my god, what is it? It's a... Okay, well, it's a ghost. We're gonna try and karate chop it. Oh, that's creepy. Get out! Get out! So yeah, the random Pokemon encounters in this in this tower. Be cursed with me! Sorry. The random Pokemon encounters are ghosts that you cannot attack and you cannot catch, which is odd. But yeah, you can run away from them and they don't attack you, so, the random encounters aren't too bad. The trainer battles are all you have to worry about for right now. And this is definitely the battle where it happens. Drowsy gets the shit kicked out of him pretty quick. It's because they always they always do 23 damage, which is a nice chunk of damage. See, I hit myself with Confusion, which put me at 22. It's going to KO me with 23 damage. Drowsy's gone. He's out of the battle. So we go back to Golbat. Golbat's been getting a crapload of gameplay time, especially if you count in the fact that it got a lot during its Zubat stage. But what can I say? Golbat's such an effective Pokemon for this game. Leech Life is super effective against Ghastly as well, and what's more, it's the only move Golbat has, aside from Supersonic or Confuse Ray, that'll hurt Ghastly, because Bite is a normal type attack, in case you haven't been paying attention. And normal type attacks don't affect Ghost Pokemon, so it can't hurt Ghastly unless it uses Leech Life. Luckily, Leech Life is super effective, so it does okay damage. I still don't like Leech Life. I think it's a crappy move. And as always, they hit me for 23 damage. This place, it gets pretty hairy and pretty tough. Luckily, I believe the designers realized that this place is a pretty big jump, because most people who finish Rock Tunnel and come here are going to go into the tower and explore. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Right? I mean, why wouldn't you? It's like you get out of the tunnel, you go to Lavender Town, you hear everybody talking about Pokemon Tower, and you want to go in and see what it's all about, and then you get into a couple of these trainer battles, and they are pretty tough. They are pretty tough if you're not used to them. And damn Lick, it paralyzed me. That's very annoying, because now Ghastly's faster than me, so it gets the Confuse Ray off, and the Nightshades, and it's just freaking annoying. But whatever, it's gonna go down here in probably 2? I'm gonna say 2 more attacks. Come on, Golbat. Come on, Golbat. damn it. And so now I gotta confuse Ray again, and then Leech Life, and then big old fuck! Come on! Come on, Golbat, you can do this! Finally, good lord! Jeez, hello. Ugh. And we finally get the Leech Life off, which ends this battle, thank goodness. Oh, good lord. So yeah, it's pretty hairy in here, keep your guard up. What? What do you mean, what? We can't crack the identity of the ghosts. Well, hopefully we'll be able to in Part 18. See you guys next time.